You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I just saw a comment from Marcus, and it made me laugh. Smells like stickers in here. And yes, we do have stickers. We do have stickers. We'll get into that a little bit later. But let's say good morning to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. This morning, lascruces is here. Good morning. Madam is here. Good morning, Madam. Hope you are well. Phil is here, ready for some crispy hash browns. We had breakfast yesterday, my wife and I, and we are out. We finished up the hash browns and the bacon, so they went on the shopping list. So we need to pick up some more. Brad is here. Good morning, Boar. Appreciate you being here. There he is. Marcus, you got anything going on this week? You've been very quiet. Mike is here. Evil's Comics. Good morning, Mike. Chop is in the house. Chop is here. Here's the other guy who's been stirring things up this week. Well, maybe not stirring things. Commenting on some of the things, right? I should say. Comic Journey. Bacon Rage. Yes, we one of his live streams sometime this week, I think Friday. There was a little talk about some bacon rage, not enough bacon. So Bleeker's here. Good morning. Lettuce Comics is here. Good morning. Wow. That's a breakfast right there. That is, yeah. Chocolate chip waffles. Now you're talking. Let's see. Scrolling. Everybody's saying good morning. He does not like stickers. He doesn't like hellos. He doesn't like birthdays. I think it would be easier to give us the list of the things you like, CJ. That's probably a shorter list than the things you don't like. Man, I got getting a little froggy here. But good morning, everybody. I think I got everybody in the chat. Everybody's saying good morning to everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. So let's talk about it. Right. A lot of stuff going on. YouTube Jesus. Yes, I was dropping the hashtag YouTube Jesus. We had the Marvel Jesus, Deadpool, and I thought YouTube Jesus would be fitting. He doesn't like the word like. And I didn't, I saw Marcus, you posted something up on Instagram with hanging out with Biggie and Comic Journey last night. I didn't see it other than the clip on YouTube, but on Instagram. But yeah, let's jump into it a little bit. I'm going to kind of touch on it briefly. I learned year one of the Comic Book Community Awards that I really kind of needed to stay above all the kind of drama that happens within the community, because I can't get sucked into people taking shots at the awards and things like that, because, as the creator of the awards, I kind of have to be above that and just kind of, because we want to be, inclusive of everybody in the community for the awards. We don't exclude anybody unless they opt out. If they say they don't want to be part of the nominations or a finalist, they do have the ability to opt out. And there have been channels that have done that. So I learned very quickly that I can't, if there's any criticism towards the awards, I can't go back at those people. They're entitled to their opinions, and, so I try to just basically stay above it. And there was some stuff going on this week in the community. There was one of the channels in the community put out a video and basically, made fun of, poked fun at, roasted, however you want to say it, basically was borderline in some of his comments and his wife's comments about some YouTubers that were, you know, like I said, for me, I watched the video. I happened to watch the video before it got pulled down. The video got reported, it got pulled down, and then it started a bunch of other things after that. You know, rebuttal videos and people commenting on it. And so there was a lot of this back and forth going on throughout the community. You know, everybody has different opinions about it. I saw the video firsthand before it got taken down. There were definitely some borderline comments that were said about other YouTubers, you know, making, you know, saying that, you know, potentially somebody was a criminal and they were in the system, and questioning somebody's sexuality, you know, so there was some borderline stuff that happened in it. I don't really care for those type of videos because I don't get those type of videos, like those videos where people talk about other channels or react to a video that somebody else does. I'm not really, those type of videos don't really make sense to me. It's not something I really want to watch, you know. So that was kind of what went on. There was a lot of this back and forth on Instagram and other channels talking about the controversy and the video being pulled down. The video got pulled down technically for a copyright issue. And really, it wasn't a copyright issue. It was the things that were said about other people, you know, potentially bullying. And I think, I don't think the YouTube system, when you report something, has enough detail where you can kind of pinpoint exactly what you want. So I think it falls under a broad category of copyright, where this really wasn't a copyright. It was really questionable things that somebody said about others. You know, defamation of character, basically. So, yeah, so a lot of back and forth. And one of the last videos that was mentioned the CBC Awards. Didn't mention CBC Awards by name, but mentioned the awards and, you know, took shots at the awards. So you know, whatever. I'm used to it by now. I'm used to people taking shots at the awards. It's been a lot less now that we're in year 4. You know, year 1, there was a lot of, you know, who is this guy? Who, you know, why is he starting the awards? That type of thing. So a lot of back and forth. And I, you know, I've seen, like I said, I've seen probably in my feed, not that I've actually watched all of them, I've seen probably a dozen or so videos of people reacting to the videos, and I think to me, that feels like people just trying to jump on a hot topic, a controversy, to try to get views for their own channel, which is fine. If that's, you know, if that's ultimately what you're after, that's fine. You have the right to do that, you know, and, you know, this argument of putting content out that, you know, once you put content out, you're fair game. And I agree to that. I think the issue is, what you do. You know, if you take a clip of me, or the awards, which, like you said, if it's out there, it's fair game. But I think you know, depending on what you say about it, you know, you need to be, you know, I have the right. If you're, you know, attacking my character and you don't know me, you know, I have the right, as part of the YouTube system, to report that. Not that I've done that, but I could. And I think the other thing is, I had a train of thought and I lost it. But anyway, so there's a lot of this back and forth, you know, going on. And then the last thing, there was mention of sticker people. There's a group of us that have stickers and we're sticker people, you know, and so that was a dig on a certain section of the community. There's certain channels that don't have stickers. There's certain channels that don't have merch. But it was interesting because in one of the videos, the guy who started all of this, you know, Ricky Moose, he actually had a shirt, a logo shirt of his own channel on. So I thought it was funny. Stickers are bad, but you can do a T-shirt. So I thought that was interesting. So yeah, that's my take on it. Like I said, I learned very early on, year 1, being on YouTube, of, you know, because of the backlash with the Comic Book Community Awards year 1, that, you know, I can't take on everybody head on with it. You know, I kind of, unfortunately, I would like to, you know, I certainly have my opinion about things, but I kind of have to take the high road. You know, I have to kind of be neutral in these arguments because I don't want it to distract from the awards and the idea of the awards of trying to celebrate the community, have fun. So that's kind of why I haven't really got involved with it. But you know, I kind of listen to what's going on. I like to hear, you know, what everybody's thinking about it. Kind of, you know, it's certainly fuel for the some videos that we may put in the, you know, the award show this year. You know, we like to poke fun at, you know, each other and the community and things that are going on. So I certainly like to keep an ear out for the drama and what's going on. You know, be in the know of what's going on. Although I may, like I said, I may not comment about it. So, but so that's I'm way behind on the chat. So let me see. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on everything that's been going on this week. Trev is here. Good morning, Trev. Appreciate you being here. Yes, there has been a lot of there's been a lot of attention, a lot of back and forth. Marcus and CJ, Biggie Shaq's been involved, Jim Mint, a bunch of different channels have been kind of talking about everything that's been going on. Yeah, no, I'm just kind of giving you my my 2 cents on it, Bleak. I mean, I haven't really talked too much about it, and like I said, there was a direct shot at the awards in one of his videos, and so you know, that's kind of why I wanted to comment on it. So. Yeah, and like I said, I saw the video firsthand, and you know, although it was, you know, the one thing I'll say about like a roast, if you're going to roast somebody, the person that's being roasted is in on it. They're aware of the roast. They don't, you know, they don't wake up and there was a party, you know, last night and they roasted somebody and they weren't involved. When you roast somebody, they're there, they're in the know. You know, they potentially could bring, you know, family and friends and you know, there for a roast. You know, we've all seen a roast. Comedy Central, you know, does roast, and you know, you have a guest of honor and you roast that person. There's a lot of people come on and they take some shots, but you know, that is, you're in the know. And so to say this was a roast, it really wasn't a roast because I'm not aware that all the 40 something channels that were roasted were aware of it. So, and yeah, there were some questionable, you know, there were some questionable lines being drawn there with some of the comments. And so you know, you need to be careful. You can't question some of those things. So yeah, I guess you're right. But you know, I mean, if you're deformate, you know, I mean, you know, if you're saying things about me that aren't true, that aren't factual, and you're putting them out in the public in YouTube like that, that's you can't do that, right? You can't take shots at somebody when you don't have facts, right? I mean, we should know it with our political our political system, right? We see it in our political ads all the time. So all of the crazy claims that people are putting. I'm not sure where Trev's going back to, but yep. And there are some people that some channels that tend to feed off of it. You know, that's their angle. They like to make stuff that's, you know, we all do it, right? We're driving down the street, we're driving down the highway, and there's a car crash, and we all look, you know, we're all looking to see, you know, what happened, what's going on. We, you know, want to know, right? I mean, it even happens in neighborhoods, right? If the police show up at the neighbor's house, everybody's like, what, you know, what's going on? An ambulance shows up. Everybody kind of, you know, everybody gets a little nosy. They want to know, you know, what's going on. So, so John is here. John had a couple funny funny reactions on Instagram as well. So let's see, just catching up. Nice. Yeah, we got the Sunday lineup. S. Vaughn Scott, good morning. He was hanging out at a con yesterday. But let me catch up. Let me go through all the comments here. Make sure I'm. Yeah, I think that's the best at this point, right? We've talked about this. Like I said, this is my first live stream, so since everything kind of went down this past week, so I figured I would mention it. But yeah, I think we can put this one to bed at this point, right? But I'm sure there will be people that'll make some videos to try to continue it or poke at it. But like I said, this was kind of my first opportunity to speak about it. So that's why I bring it up. Believe me, I'm not trying to continue the argument, because I think it's I don't want to continue the drama. That's for sure. But could we please have like some type of drama like about 2 weeks before the Comic Book Community Awards, so that we have something to poke fun at? So if somebody could stir something up, like so we've moved the date. It's the first week in November, November 2nd. So like mid-October, like before Halloween, can we stir up some stuff in the community, so we have some fodder for the award show this year. Let's see, dude. Yep, I'm with you. And that's kind of what and that's the idea behind the awards. We want to celebrate, have fun, and there are a couple people, there are a lot of people that say that, right? They just, they're here to find like-minded people that want to talk comic books. I think we say it a lot, like we say we're comic book collectors, but we're also a lot of us are comic book readers, right? We're into the stories. We're breaking down the stories. There were some great videos this past week kind of breaking down Deadpool and Wolverine. I know John and Justin did a great one that I caught, and there's been a number of conversations. So, that's what I think is the meat of this community, is people, digging into the stories, the characters, the movies, and having fun with it, right? Yeah, no, John is, I like watching, channels that I learn something from, that I learn, something about maybe a book or a character that I don't know a lot about, and where I learn something. And like, John and Justin did like I said, a great breakdown of Deadpool and Wolverine. And it was, informative. It was great to watch. I caught the tail end of the stream, and I went back and watched the full replay of it. And it gave me a different perspective on the Deadpool and Wolverine movie than I had before watching it. So yeah, I think that's it, right? But I think, unfortunately, those clickbait titles, suck you in, right? You see it in your feed, and it's hard sometimes for some of us not to click on it, right? Because we just you kind of want to, you want to see, right? Um, so yes, yeah, you roast people that for sure, right? And they're in on it, right? Um, even if you take shots at somebody, you have to have some type of background on them. And, so yeah, it's hard to say that was a roast when nobody, nobody was aware of it. So, let's see. I wish I had kept collecting the books since I was, a young age. Tony's here. Good morning, Tony. Appreciate you being here. Joffrey's here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Everybody's saying, let's see. Yeah, that's the thing that I find informative, that I really like about YouTube, is that there are certain books I'm not a big DC guy. Batman was probably the first superhero that I was introduced to, but I was always more on the Marvel side. Spider-Man became my guy, and kind of always leaned towards Marvel more. But I enjoy watching, Mark, Legion of Comics. He's a big DC guy, right? So getting to learn about DC. I'm not a big X-Men guy. I like Wolverine. I've always liked Wolverine. But watching John's channel and learning about the X-Men, that's the thing that gets me excited about YouTube, is that, and that's why comic book reviews, people that do reviews, evil comics, although he's taken a break from reviews. Taylor Winder, another one who does reviews. I get exposed to other books that I may not be reading, and get to know a little bit more about the story in that. So, Hall, yeah, good morning. Appreciate you being here. So we'll see. Well, hopefully, like I said, I'll need some drama. Like I said, the last 2 weeks in October, so we can use that to poke some fun at the community in the CBC Awards this year. So, but CBC Awards, we're talking CBC Awards. We are in the home stretch. Nominations end this coming Saturday. So less than a week left to get your nominations in. So if you haven't nominated, please do. If you have, thank you. And then on the 23rd, Friday, the 23rd, the finalists will be announced. But, I'll be, making a push on Instagram just to remind everybody to get their nominations in, because, that's really the most important, making sure your favorites are, on the nominated. We have well over 500 channels and shows have been nominated so far. So definitely, if you haven't, and I've heard from a few people saying they haven't yet, so definitely get that done this week if you could. I appreciate it. Roscoe's here. Good morning, Roscoe. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Derrz is here. Good morning. Yeah, he was at SummerSlam, the big wrestling event yesterday. Saw a bunch of stuff on IG, bunch of photos and from the ring. Random Rick, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Manny's here. Good morning. Oh, on the train on a Sunday going into New York City. Hopefully it's for something good. Yeah, I think we can let it die, right? Can we talk Deadpool now? Yeah. I haven't looked. I was interesting to look at how. Let's see how it did, right? Because typically, week 2 it's going to drop off. But let me see where it landed, where it's been the last couple days. Where is the daily? Let's see. Domestic, it's at 326 million domestically. Worldwide, 332. So a total of 658, almost 659 million so far. And let me see if I can click on it. Daily, how to do this weekend? That's what I'm interested. So Friday it did 28 million. So that's pretty good. So I don't see Saturday results as of yet for Deadpool. and Sunday. So 28 million for Friday. That's pretty good for a second weekend. So that was, it did pretty respectively throughout the week. 24 million on on Monday, 25 on Tuesday, 19 on Wednesday, 18 on Thursday, and then jumped up to 28 on Friday. So definitely looks like it's got some legs for sure. I would definitely want to go back and see it again. I'm not sure if I will, but in the theater, hopefully I can work that out. So. Yeah. Yep. No, there's certainly an audience for those type of videos for sure. Right. So. Yeah, I didn't catch that until after I think somebody posted that on I think it might have been you, Scott, posted it up on IG that Deadpool 2099 was in there. So yeah, I have to say I think Blade was my favorite because no, I didn't hear anything about that. Maybe I just missed it. I didn't hear anybody talk about that. We had heard, Jennifer Garner, Elektra. We had heard I don't know if we heard Gambit, but Blade, I did not hear anybody talk about Blade at all. So I thought that was a good one. That was a surprise. The fact that it was kind of kept under wraps, or the fact that, like I said, I didn't hear about it. Yeah, when that scene when Wolverine crouches down for the and yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good for sure. And the fights, all of the fight scenes were just crazy. When they were in the minivan, the whole minivan, and I wonder how much Honda Odyssey or Honda paid for that. That the minivan held up, right? Even after it was like about 12 hours of fighting in the van still drove, right? It still held up. So, if it can handle Deadpool and Wolverine, it can definitely handle a couple of crazy kids in the back. So, yeah, no, definitely. That's the piece of YouTube that gets me is just, being able to get exposed to stuff, comic book stuff that I wouldn't be, just reading what I read. So, let's see, Kingdom of Nerds. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. There's been, Kingdom of Nerds has done a lot of breakdowns too of Deadpool and Wolverine this past week. So yeah, definitely go check that out. Where's CatFan? Did I miss him? Where is he? There he is. Good morning, CatFan. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Scrolling. Digger Jim is here. Good morning, Jim. Appreciate you being here. Canadian Survivalist, good morning. Drew is here. Clean Cheap Shots, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Good morning to everybody who's hanging out. Deadman's here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Definitely go check out Deadman. If you guys could, somebody drop his link. He has recently started doing content like the last 3 weeks or so. So definitely go give him a sub if you're not familiar. Yeah, no, I think that's a lot of us, right? I was fortunate. I had a couple friends growing up that were into comic books. So I was lucky in that sense that we could talk about them. I had a friend, one of my friends, Jeff. We used to always go to the comic shop together. I had another friend, Mike and Wally, brothers, and they were both into comics. So Mike was like a year older than me, and his brother was a couple years older, and so they were they were big time collectors, and they were into stuff that I wasn't into, and they kind of got me hooked on some stuff. They were big Thor, Fantastic Four fans. John Byrne, they introduced me to John Byrne and his artwork. And so they got me involved, introduced me to some other stuff that I wasn't on my radar, as an early collector. So yeah, I was fortunate to have some people around me growing up that were into comics. Nobody like in my direct family. None of my older brothers or sisters. My dad was a big reader, and he used to read comics. He never collected them as a kid. He would just read. He loved reading just about anything. He would read the newspaper, front to back, back to front. So. There he is, Legion of Comics. Yeah, the Odyssey, man. That is, and I owned an Odyssey years ago. When we had our third child, we got an Odyssey, and it was a good Honda makes a good minivan. As much as I don't like to admit that I owned a minivan, it is a good minivan. So. But Mark threw. I hope you're doing well. I knew you threw out the first pitch Friday night at a local minor league baseball game. I saw the video clip on DJ Links. Really cool. Mentioned Legion of Comics, the comics curing cancer. So really cool. Hope your arm is feeling well. I said it was actually a pretty respectable pitch he threw too. So not being a sports guy, very well done. Cliff is here. Good morning, Cliff. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. There's the link. Chop dropped it. Thank you. Phil is here. Good morning, Phil. Pancakes, Phil? You making pancakes this morning? I think pancakes. Sunday is pancakes day for you. Shop is here. Good morning, Shop. The creator of the Shopverse. Definitely go check him out. Rob is here. Got to hang out. Yeah, got to hang out with Rob and Chris yesterday, Only Slabs. That was a great time. I was really looking forward to it. I think the second time I think I've been on Only Slabs. I had a couple slabs that I hadn't shown off yet and was waiting to kind of premiere them on the show. So great time. Great hangout, great audience, and some crazy giveaways. To give Rob's giveaway box continues to deliver. Who was the winners yesterday? It was Austin and Space Case Cards, I think, was the winners. They took some great books home. So yeah, so good time hanging out with those guys yesterday. Always a good time. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Unveiled a lot of Spideys, but some other books too. Oh, the Astro van. John, you're going way back. I think my neighbor had a Chevy Astro van. Yeah, they were the newer van. Let me just say, the newer vans are much nicer, right? I mean, the Honda, the Odyssey that we owned was like, that thing, you folded down the seats, you could fit a lot of crap in the back of that minivan for sure. So. Nice. Yeah, and I know DJ was out promoting C3 at a con, anime con, I think, right, in Brooklyn yesterday. So yeah, good stuff. And remember that Comics Curing Cancer C3 is only about 2 months away, right? Early October, first weekend in October 4th, 5th, and 6th. So Rob and Mark and DJ and the C3 team are looking for quality donations. So if anybody has anything to donate, slabs, original art, that kind of stuff, definitely reach out to those guys. trying to hit the goal of 50K. They are at a little bit over $15,000 so far. So, trying to hit that 50K goal, 50K and beyond. But we'll see how things go this year. So, we'll be doing some stuff too, in October, for C3, helping out any way we can. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. Thanks for Nate. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you being here this morning. And so let's wrap up. CBC Awards. Like I said, nominations are winding down. They end next Saturday. So if you haven't nominated, please go take care of that. Thank you to everybody who's nominated already. And we'll just be pushing stuff out on Instagram to remind people, all this week. So did a quick little update yesterday, video, updated the nomination list on Friday. So we'll update that once all of the final nominations come in. We'll update that full list. So you guys, there's a lot of channels on there. Some new channels on there that were new to me. So definitely go check out that list. Kenneth is here. I missed him. Kenneth Bird, the Birdman. Appreciate you being here. Oh, CatFan. CatFan's got a birthday tomorrow. Very nice. Happy early birthday to you, CatFan. We'll come hang out with CatFan Monday. Well, every day he does a daily comic and collectible, 9 a.m. Eastern. So definitely we'll have to hang out with him tomorrow morning for his birthday. Good stuff. Barry, good morning. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. I got up early, took the dogs for a walk, and then got ready for the stream here. So how do we determine? So determination is usually so we do have kind of the bylaws of the Comic Book Community Awards. It is always the top nomination getter. So there's 5 finalists. So whoever has the highest nomination votes becomes the finalist. But the committee, the Comic Book Community Awards Committee, does have the right to maybe change, one of the finalists to, as long as somebody's been nominated, if we think somebody is deserving, if the votes are tied, or if somebody is more deserving than somebody, we do have the right to switch that up. But typically it's just whoever gains the highest, total nominations, the top 5 will become the finalists. We really want it to be, community-driven, community vote. So whoever the community. But there have been cases where somebody will nominate somebody in the wrong category, or their channel may be not active anymore, right? They may nominate a channel who's not producing content, and so that's one of the rules. Just we need to make sure that the nominations fit the category that they're nominated in, and that they're actively producing content. We've had some cases where somebody's nominated and they haven't made a new video in 8 months, and so we really want them to be active. So, but yeah, it's 99% whoever the community votes for and has the highest nominations will become the finalist. So, that's a good question though. Yeah. And then we do have on the CBC Awards, we do kind of CBC Awards website, cbcawards.org. We have kind of a breakdown of all the information there. So Synthetic Panels, good morning. Not sure I've seen you here before. Appreciate you stopping in. Let's see. No, I'm not sure if I know that channel off the top of my head, David. Maybe drop the link, and we can check them out. Yes, and I think that was kind of discussed last year. you know, as a charity event that we would not include. And there have been some nominations. I have seen nominations come in for C3, but you know, I think we discussed that too as a committee, that we would, you know, it's kind of an unfair advantage for a charity to be involved when it. We have decided that we would remove them if there are any nominations. Same for me. I've received nominations and I really do appreciate that, but I don't think it's fitting for my channel, you know, as part of the, you know, person that runs the awards, that I should be included in the awards. I don't, you know, I'm not doing this for an award for myself. So I exclude myself, and I appreciate everybody who has nominated me. But I always step aside. You know, I don't even know if I have enough nominations to become a finalist, and I really don't. You know, it doesn't matter to me, but I really do appreciate everybody who has, you know, who wrote my name down. So, yeah, and that was part of the discussion last year. You know, C3 being, you know, kind of a group effort, you know, with yourself and you know, DJ Links and Legion of Comics. So, yeah. And if you don't know who Chad is, that might be a good thing. Well, Boar. All right. Yeah, we got to, we're running late because we were chatting. I'm not sure. Let me check and see if Derrz put up I know Derrz is usually the mastermind of the Sunday lineup. I don't think he put up a new one yet because he was out at SummerSlam. But just a reminder, we'll look at last week's. Let me share this real quick. So the Sunday night Sunday, not Sunday night, but Sunday lineup. We're here at Breakfast with Brian. You've got Church with Bleecker at 10:45. I believe Tony Comiverse will be back today. I think he's doing a 3 p.m. show. Tony, if you're still in the chat, if you can confirm that for us, let us know. Then at 5, you've got the Council of Comics. They do film review and chat there. You've got at 6 p.m. You've got the Sunday sesh. So definitely go check that out. At 7 or 7:30, you got Katie K-Pop. She does a live stream with a creator, an artist, a writer. You know, usually focused on indie comics. So definitely want to go check that out. You've got at Week's End. This is actually from last week. So last week on at Week's End, Mark did the big Deadpool and Wolverine discussion. And then at 9 p.m., you got Black Crown Comics, weekly comic wrap-up, talking FOC and spec and all kinds of stuff there. And then you got Mike and Trev and Mike at 10 p.m. Eastern, finishing out the Sunday night lineup. So definitely go check out all of the legendary Sunday lineup. But yeah, so Derrz will be posting that out on Instagram soon, I'm sure. He's been he was out late last night, let's put it that way. CatFan Comicsman, member for 16 months. Thank you. Happy early birthday. The birthday song I have is with a scantily clad woman. So we'll have to find you the Cowboys for CatFan. So CatFan, thank you. And happy early birthday. Rich is here just in time to see some Cowboys. Mike, all right. Mike said no show for Trev and Mike tonight. Okay. So go hang out with Legion or Black Crown tonight, and you can go to bed early and start your week off with a good night's rest. Trev is on vacation. Okay, that makes sense. I did see that. Okay. All right, we got a couple other things we need to get to. Our giveaway stuff kicking off the new month. So let me share that. We've got our duck race from last week. Everybody who entered the hashtag, let's get a winner. Let's do that. All right, we'll shuffle. So this is everybody who entered the hashtag from last week. They get the winner will get a duck for the end of the month giveaway. So let's see. We got Boar, Comiverse, Dagger Cards, lascruces, Hall Comics, Manny the Hobgoblin Collector, God is Great. And who's our last duck there? Who is it? I missed it. The Dracula duck there is Adventurous Joe. This month he'll get he is our first duck. So congrats to Nate. And then we're gonna do today's hashtag is sticker people. So enter the hashtag sticker people for the winner will grab the second duck for the end of the month giveaway, and then we'll pull some books. So who knew Trev was doing a very a special calendar? Who knew? That would be better. Yes, that would make more sense if Trev was, the Hannah Whataburger calendar. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we got. Give everybody a few more seconds to get this in. We've got 24 watching, 13 entered so far. So give everybody. There's Madam. She's back. Madam, hope you're doing well. There he is. Trev heard his name. He came running. We heard you're on a photo shoot for a Whataburger calendar. That's the rumor. That's the rumor that's out there. All right, 13 and 25 watching, so get that hashtag in. All right, we'll give everybody another couple seconds here, then we'll run it. 15 entered so far. We'll draw it in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Who's getting the second duck? Chop. Chop's got a duck on the pond. Very nice. Congrats, Chop. And let's pull our first books. Let me move my beverage here. Oh, just added some more books to it. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this won't be, won't be as good as the Only Slabs box, but we try to put some good books in here. I took the first one and the last one, and then we'll do some. If CJ is here, some back to front and action, because I know he really enjoys that. Oh, I saw a nice book there. All right, we got 5. So what we do is we stack books every week. We stack 5 books, and then at the end of the month we'll have a duck race. You can be here in the chat, enter the hashtag, and then leave a comment at the end of the video with the same hashtag for a chance to win. I'm looking. So we've got 4 Sundays in August, so we'll have 20 books to give away. And up first, we've got this Jim Lee Batman. This is, oh no, this is Justice League #1, but it's a Jim Lee Batman sketch cover. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl. I believe that is a Alex Ross cover. We've got a nice Supergirl 16. This is, I'm not sure who did the cover on that one. Oh, here we go. We've got a little John Jang. This is Ultimate Spider-Man #4. Little John Jang goodness. And last but not least, we've got Cyborg Superman #1. Superman looks like he's getting a beating there. Yeah, pretty good start to the month's giveaway. You got some Alex Ross, some Jim Lee, you got some Jang, you got some good books there. And not to be for our membership appreciation giveaway, giving away a bunch of different kind of exclusive covers. So this is the membership appreciation prize pack this month. This great Conan. We've got this. This is Invincible Iron Man #10. This was the Marvel Unlimited variant. You've got Jeff the Land Shark on there. You've got this Virgin variant crossover #5. You've got this DNA Scarlet Witch, Venom. This is Venom 34, another John Jang exclusive. You've got this X-Men foil, Giant Size X-Men #1. This is a facsimile reprint foil. We've got Magneto, Trial of Magneto #1, another variant cover. And then we're going to finish up with some J. Scott Campbell, Mary Jane. So that is that's the membership giveaway for August. So got a nice little stack of books there. And yeah, that's the giveaway stuff. And big shout out to all of the channel members. Channel members really do appreciate that. We have links to all of the channel members down in the description as well. So definitely go check that out. And then a couple books I read this week before we wrap up. Let me see. Biggie's here. Good morning, Biggie. So a couple books I read this week. Ultimate Spider-Man #7. This continues to be really good. Right now, if there's one Spider-Man book to read, I would say it's Ultimate. I'm not sure if Ultimate #1 has come down price-wise. I know on the secondary market it was still pretty crazy, but I think the trade for the first 6 issues will be out soon. So if you are interested in anything Spider-Man, I would recommend Ultimate Spider-Man. It for me, it's been the best Spidey story. This is Amazing Spider-Man 54. This finishes up this Spidey Goblin storyline. Zeb Wells has a few more issues. He's got one last story arc with it's going to be a Tombstone storyline. I think there's maybe 3 more issues where he's writing, and then the new team of the new writer Joe Kelly. I think it's Joe Kelly writing, and is it Bagley or Gleason? I forget who the artist. I think it's Bagley. So we'll see. We'll see what Joe Kelly does with the storyline. But Zeb Wells has this last Tombstone story, and this storyline or this whole run of Spider-Man from Zeb Wells has been for me, it's been very inconsistent. Been a couple big events, and a couple characters introduced, and it really just hasn't been very good overall. So we'll see what Joe Kelly, the new writer, does. So Steve is here. Good morning, Steve. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, good point, right? Yeah, good point for Ultimate Spider-Man. There are, issue 1 probably had 5 or 6 different printings. So, and I think each of the first 6 issues at least have had a second print, if not more. So, yeah, you can definitely pick them up inexpensively, or even wait for the trade if you want. But like I said, if you're interested in any type of Spider-Man story, I would recommend Ultimate. It has been solid. Artwork has been good. Story's been good. So definitely check that out. Neil is here. Good morning, Neil. Appreciate you being here. Okay. Yeah. So Ultimate Spider-Man 1 still continues to be the first print, very pricey on the secondary market. But like I said, as Rob mentioned, there are, I think there's 5 or 6 printings of issue 1. So you can definitely pick it up cheap if you'd like to. All right. He's back to the yard. Oh, 7th printing. Wow. Okay. I don't think I have all 7. I did pick up a few. There was some really good covers. But yeah, Rob said it too. So yeah, ASM. Yeah, I'll continue to collect ASM regardless of who the writer is. But yeah, he's just ASM. He's my guy. And then this was the last book I picked up or read this week. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. So she is now in the 616. So this has been okay. Issues 1 and 2 were I thought were pretty good. A pretty good start to the story. Issue 3 is okay. But yeah, that's been interesting to see her now in the 616. So Robin's here too. Good morning, Robin. It's like Robin and Neil. They're like Batman. It's like Batman and Robin. Neil shows up, Robin shows up, Neil shows up. But I appreciate you guys being here. I think they were live last night or Friday night. I think they were doing some trivia or something. So, madam. But yeah, those are the kind of books I read. The three books I read this week. Really trying to trim down the pull list, not go too crazy. I did pick up some of the variant covers for Ultimate Spider-Man. So yeah, here's an example. Ultimate Spider-Man 6. This is the second printing. And then I did pick up the 1 in 25 of Ultimate Spider-Man 7. Got Uncle Ben Parker on the cover there. And then I did pick up one of the variant covers for number 7 as well. So, but those are the books I picked up this week. And yeah, we're just about ready to wrap up. We'll head over to Bleeker's channel, Bleeker Church with Bleeker. He's usually got a good crew of people hanging out. Beckerman, Katie, bunch of different people. Hoot, bunch of people come and hang out with him. So definitely go head over to Bleeker's channel and say hello. Pictionary. Okay. I knew you guys were doing some type of trivia or something. So Yeah, Del Mundo. There's been a lot of a pretty good amount of variants for some of the earlier. I think issue 7 that just came out this past week didn't have a lot, but they've had some good artists, and there's a lot of different exclusive covers as well for Ultimate Spider-Man. There's been a lot of the exclusive companies that have been picking up books. So, but yeah, that's really all I got for you today. Like I said, we'll head over to church with Bleecker Street Comics. What are we going to leave you with? We'll leave you with something. Looking at my video. All right. I think I got something. For you. But appreciate everybody being here, hanging out with us today. Thank you. Congrats to Hall Yeah and Chop and Drop for the first Ducks of the month. And leave the hashtag in a comment, sticker people, for another chance at a duck next week. Appreciate everybody being here and hanging out with us. And we'll see you next Sunday.